Okay, let's keep going with our chapter 5 video lecture. Now that we've added those new customers and we did a credit memo for one of our clients, we want to make sure that our account receivable balance is showing correctly. So they gave you a check figure on page 233 for the account receivable. So click on your gear icon, then go to your chart of accounts. Your account receivable balance, if correct, should be shown at a balance of $931.47. So on page 234, they want you to dive into the account receivable account and run a report. That part you can do on your own. I'm going to skip on over to page 235. And now we're going to start receiving some payments. Time to get paid from some of our clients. All right. So click on your plus new icon and then choose receive payment. Again, plus new, then click on receive payment. My computer's still thinking. Done shortly. So the actual customer you're going to get paid from would be eBiz. So it says check customer, choose eBiz. So notice that when you check that customer, it shows you the invoices that we have for that customer. So the actual payment date is going to be on 11/29. Now for eBiz, notice that we're showing the 120. All right. So the payment date is going to be November 29th. That's the payment date. The payment method is going to be by check. So choose check. The check number, reference number is going to be 9346. It is going into our checking account. Okay. And then we're going to put a check mark by the invoice showing that we received that payment in the amount of $120. So again, eBiz is our client. Payment date 11/29. Payment method was going to be by check. I'm going to apply to our checking account. And again, that amount should equal $120. All right. So once you've completed that particular transaction, we're going to click on the Save and New button. So once you complete the actual transaction, click on the Save and New button. Okay. And now if we go to the customer page, so now if we click on eBiz again, notice now, because we received a payment already, it's showing that a zero balance is currently owed by this customer. So when I get another payment from them, so we can skip that part. We just show you how now there's a zero balance. We're going to close out of the received payment. So I'm going to click on yes to leave without saving. I'm just showing that their balance is going to be zero. Okay. Now we did receive some other payments beginning on page 237. So we're going to receive payment from the law office, and from the medical service company. So let's go ahead and receive those payments. All right. So again, click on your plus new button and then choose receive payment. Come on, computer still thinking. Choose a customer. Our first client will be the law office. Payment date is 11/29. Once again, the invoice comes up automatically. The payment method was by check. Check number was 4032. Put a check by the invoice that they're paying for $100 and go ahead and click on the Save and New button. Payment received successfully. And now for our next transaction, the customer is going to be the Permanente Medical Service. They also paid by check. Check number 901. Check mark by the invoice from November 15th. Click on Save and New. And there's one more payment, this time from the Springfield Unified School. So for the customer, choose the Springfield United School District. Again, 1129. They also paid by check. Check number 8422. Go ahead and check the invoice for the $425 and click on Save and Close. Okay, so we recorded those items on page 237. We do have one more item where we sold the following items for cash. So we sold a bunch of items for cash on page 237. So let's go ahead and record the transaction to show those items that were sold for cash on page 237. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to go to our sales. Because this is going to be a new sale. Go to our all sales. Click on new transaction. I'm going to go to customers. Do it different. I'm going to my customers tab. There's different ways of doing different things. No, I don't want that. I'm not doing a new customer. I'll go to my sales. Actually, let me go to plus new. Let's go ahead. Go to plus new. And I'll go to my sales receipts. Again, go to plus new. And then go to your sales receipts. We're on page 237. This is going to be a cash sale. Make sure of that. Yep, it's a cash sale. Okay. Just check the information at the bottom of page 237 to make sure that it is a cash sale. So we're going to sell. When we get to the sales date, will be 11/29. It's a cash sale. So let's scroll on down to our product and services. We sold the data storage. The quantity of those are going to be 10, not 41. That should be 10. For your next item, it's going to be the network products. And that quantity is going to be 3. Again, this information is on page 237. Our next item is going to be 2 webinars. Go down to the webinars. Okay. And that should be 2. Press the tab. And this is going to be the Arizona sales tax. So click on the Arizona sales tax. So your total invoice amount, including sales tax, should be $668.43. Again, your total invoice amount includes sales tax should equal $668.43. If that is correct, we have one more transaction Go ahead and click on where it says Save and New. Okay. For our next transaction, which is also going to be a cash sale, although they gave us a check. So remember that check and cash means the same when it comes to accounting. This day is going to be 11:30. The information is on page 238. This time we sold one web server. So your product and service, you're going to choose the web server. There was only one. But again, we're going to charge down the payment method should be by check. And the reference number is 1013. Nope, that's a sales receipt. That's 3001 for the check, but your sales receipt should be 1013. That's there already. All right. And there's going to be Arizona tax. So click the down button, click on the Arizona. So this invoice amount should equal $424.40. Okay. That'll be our last transaction. So click on the Save and Close button. Okay. We're now going to reconcile our cash account to make sure it matches what's shown on the bank statement. So click on your gear icon, go to your chart of accounts, and your cash balance right now, when it comes up, should equal $62,569.89. Okay. Now, if you take a look at page 240, it gives you the balance shown in our check. The balance shown on the bank statement, which is different. So we're going to come back with one last video. We're going to now reconcile and then get prepared for our chapter 5 homework. So stay tuned.